So, after I was done with my exams for the semester, I decided to redo my desk. I normally work on another desk that has no window. During winter I didn't really mind that, but now I really want to see the sun a bit more. During the exam phase, I totally trashed this desk because I just didn't feel like cleaning my room. But I wanted you to have a before picture anyways, so forgive me this mess. The plan is pretty simple. First, I want to put some drawers under the table for my journaling stuff. Then I want to make a stand for my laptop and keyboard, and also one just for decoration, because I'm a hoe first, that is. Then I just will try to decorate the desk as aesthetically pleasing as possible. I did not buy anything of the things I used except the Muji dupe lamp, so the makeover comes to a price of 20 bucks. First step is cutting the wood. Because I will build all the drawers and stands myself, I asked my dad to help me cut some planks of wood. I repainted the desk to give it a fresh new look, and also the paint I still always use is really bitchy about taking on the color of other stuff. So the repaint was really necessary. I brought all the wood back to my room, and the first thing I needed to do was sort it according to my plan, so I will be able to put the right parts together. I needed to sand some of the edges because they were really rough. Some information about the wood I'm using. You probably already noticed that some of it has already paint on it and also has holes. The part with the wood pattern was an old IKEA shelf I disassembled, and the other wood is from other projects I did that I didn't want anymore. So it's all recycled wood. Nothing of it bought for this makeover. The first thing I built was the drawers. These are all the things I need to build them. These will be super easy because they are just wooden boxes with a knob on it. I already made a lot of them for my other desk and I'm so happy with them, so I just built them the exact same way. I just looked which parts will fit best on which side and then I just start building. I put them down in a 90-degree angle and then just drilled a hole in the wood on both sides and put a screw in it. Disclaimer for all the perfectionists who can't stand that there are already holes in the wood. I also don't like it, but only the front side will be visible, and I really paid attention that this part has no holes in it, and the other ones I just didn't care, sorry. I only use 4 screws for one drawer and they are perfectly secured and also perfectly leveled this way. Sometimes the wood chipped a bit when I put the screws in, but this part won't be visible as well. I'm not a carpenter, so I just accepted my mistakes and go on. This is how the finished box looks like and I'm pretty happy about it. I just paint the front part of them because I don't want to waste any paint on parts that I will never see. And that is totally enough. Not everything has to be absolutely perfect, I have to remind myself as well. I also made 4 smaller ones the exact same way and just painted the front part. Now I put on some knobs. I didn't have any cute knobs and I just didn't want to spend money on some because they can be really expensive. So I just used screws. They work just perfectly fine. And now the hardest part is done. Then I went on building the stands. These are a lot easier to make. This time I painted the wood first because all the sides will be visible and I used wood that had almost no holes in them. I start with the smaller one. I draw a line on the wood so I know how thick the wood is. Then I put another part under the one that I needed to drill because I didn't want to accidentally drill my table. And then I just screw the other parts on in a 90-degree angle. Super easy. The big stand is built the exact same way, just with 2 more screws to improve the stability. This has to hold my laptop, so it better be stable. Now putting in all the drawers, and they perfectly fit. You may ask how I want to access the inside of the drawers when the table is going so far over them. Mostly I just take them out and put them on my desk, and this works totally fine. Now on to decorating, the actually hardest part. I put some fairy lights I had lying around in my room to make it more cute and cozy. Then I put down the stands. I wanted to have some plants on the desk, but the light there is not good enough for actual plants, so I put some dried plants in a vase. You maybe know those from my journaling videos where I always use them as props. I used a nice cute candle and some other trinkets to decorate the small stand. I used some old coffee containers as pen holders and glued white paper on them, and I bought a dupe Muji lamp because I absolutely love the look of these lamps on desks I saw on Pinterest, so I had to get it. Now the wall. I printed out some pictures and I also had some old postcards I wanted to put on there. To do this, I used washi tape, and I also printed out a calendar. I really tried to make a cute layout, and I was so focused I didn't even realize I put one of the pictures on upside down. I don't know how I haven't realized that. Can you spot it? I connected the lamps and the fairy lights to a remote so I could switch them on together. Pretty cool. My keyboard fits perfectly, and that was actually the last step. I hope you enjoyed this project and maybe got some cool ideas for yourself. Bye!